Hello everyone and welcome to another video on the Fearns Archives channel. Today I'll be ranking the Series 1 culprits of What's New Scooby-Doo. And when I say culprits, it is of course the people behind all the mysteries in Series 1 of What's New Scooby-Doo. How I'll be ranking this will be on what their motive was, but also the destruction or chaos they caused was being the monster. Of course, with some cases, the monster is actually animals or robots, but it's when they're controlling them in that case. Then I'll be going from least chaosable to the most chaosable. This is not a ranking on my favourite to least favourite, or least favourite to favourite, for the simple reason, for the top 5, there's like one maybe I like. Hold on, I'm just, yeah, out of the top 5 spots, only one of the spots I actually like, as a person. So, this is actually just my opinion on what I see as the least chaosable and the worst motive to the most chaosable to the best motive. And it's simply based on how diabolical their motive is, really. So we're going to start things off with number 14, being Susan Dimwitty, or I used to always call it Dimwitty, but it's for some reason Dimwitty. I'm going to stick to calling it Dimwitty because I find that name be more funnier, and that's what I grew up saying. So Susan Dimwitty was behind the Mystery Machine, really, and the main reason why she did it is for the simple reason of the motive is to advertise the Mystery Kids coming back, making a good comeback after, I'm going to guess, 10 years at least of not being around, and they're just going to make a comeback as teenagers. Okay. A bit late, but honestly, that motive doesn't really make sense. Plus the chaos it does. Yeah, that's one way to promote the Mystery Kids. Have the van go rogue, okay. Not to mention there was a scene in it where the Mystery Machine had the gang cornered in an alley, and it straight up reminded me of this horror movie or this horror novel written by Stephen King himself, where I believe the book was called Christine, where it had this possessed car hunting down the people that were mean to the owner of the car. But obviously it's the van hunting down the owners of the van. So yeah, that's fun, I guess. But seriously, the most chaos the Mystery Machine actually did was probably knock over a few post boxes, and also knocked over a few bins, and probably I think it done more damage to itself, if anything. Probably the most chaos it caused was when it drove into, it's called the highway, so I called it the highway, but on the wrong side of the highway, where the cars are coming into the Mystery Machine, where they're dodging frantically, whilst it's just driving in a straight line. So that's probably the most chaos it done, but that's it. 13th place, we have Janet Lawrence. Now she was behind the alien. Her motive for being the alien was because her project was not ready to be shot into space. But instead of the humiliation, she decides to put on this whole alien charade to A, finish her project, and B, delay the shuttle launch. Why? Okay, don't get me wrong, I like the alien, but I think the motive is stupid. Like, I get you will be humiliated for not getting your project ready in time for the shuttle launch, but to just, instead of coming clean and admitting that you will be delayed, you put on an alien charade just to delay it, if anything, cancel it. That's just stupid. Plus, it was said that they won't launch the shuttle until the alien is captured. So if she actually got away with it, the shuttle would never launch. So that would just be counterproductive for her as well. The chaos that the alien did, nothing really much of anything major, but the worst thing it did was probably severely injure Captain Truesdale's arm. And that's pretty much it, really. 12th place, we have Bob Taylor. Now, this is the culprit behind the baseball spectre. And for reasons I rather say, I had to give a bit of bias points to him. But his motive was to protect his best friend's world record from being broken. Like with Janet Lawrence, a bit of a stupid reason. But also like with Janet Lawrence, I like the monster, but I hate the motive. The destruction the baseball spectre has done is, well, apart from throwing flaming fireballs that could probably kill someone, they have overloaded the power of lights in the stadium where it just explodes, causing glass to shatter to the ground, maybe onto the audience. So that's not very good. Probably one of the many reasons why this person actually did get arrested. And of course the main reason for chaos, the main chaos thing they did was actually during the chase scene where he destroyed a few bits of the seats for the stadium. I'm not sure what the seats are called in the stadium, so I'm just going to call them seats. But yeah, that's probably the main bit of chaos that it's done. And oh god, that is quite a lot of chaos. I probably should have moved it higher, but unfortunately it is in 12th place, so it's going to stay in 12th place. 11th place is Felida Flanders. This one is here for the simple reason, the motive I can kind of understand, being that she wants to just basically take Rufus's magic tricks, and be the headline magician at the is it the Spackle Dome? I don't know, but be the headline magician at this area that they're at, instead of being the assistant. Basically, she's tired of being the assistant and she wants to come back. Problem is, though, the mystery, as I said in the previous 2 episodes I did on What's New Scooby-Doo, it's obvious who the villain is. And chaos, when it comes to chaos, the worst it did was bring a decoy sphinx to life and move a couple steps as it. But other than that, that's it. That's all it did. 10th place, we have Vincent Wong. Now, this was the culprit behind the Faceless Phantom. And reason-wise, because he signed on to direct a movie that he found out was actually a rather bad movie. And he tried to get out of directing the movie by having lots of people quit. The thing is, though, now I'm not sure how contracts work, but I'm guessing that he couldn't back out of it. But because I do not know how contracts work, I'm going to assume that he could have just walked out on it. But if he couldn't, just direct it, make it the best he could. And even if it is going to be bad, then it's going to be bad, and there's nothing you can do about it, really. But try to sabotage an entire film, I think is just kind of it's kind of a bad reason in my opinion. But sorry, I can't think of anything better. So unfortunately, that is what we got. Now, Chaos, there's not really much he did, considering that what he did, he didn't really injure anybody. He didn't do anything illegal. The worst thing he did was make one of the characters have an allergic reaction to avocado, which can be life-threatening to an extent, but luckily it wasn't life-threatening. But yeah, that is the most chaos it did, and that is why it's 10th place. Because then again, I should have moved Janet Lawrence up a bit, but that's why I put Vincent at 10th place, because chaos, it only did that. That's the only main bit of chaos it did, and the motive isn't really thought out either. 9th place we have, now I need to find it, is Terry. Terry was the roller coaster, and she was simply there for the simple reason of just trying to frame her sister, who they co-own the theme park with, and if she can frame her and get her arrested, then Terry would just be able to run the theme park all to herself and actually get to build her ideas. That is why she did it. And the thing that really motivated her to do it is because she never got a thank you for designing her sister's rides. I mean, I'm all for manners, don't get me wrong, but that's a stupid reason. I personally think that's stupid, really. Still a good villain, though. The chaos it done, well, as I said in the monster ranking, it just sabotaged amusement park rides, but did it in a way where no one got seriously hurt. So, yeah, pretty much. 8th place is Avalanche Anderson. Now, I was going to say it's Avalanche Anderson, but no, Avalanche Anderson. That's what I got with now. Now, this one I moved up here. Motive, just tried to eliminate the competition, so then he would have a chance in winning the snowboarding competition. Okay. I can't remember. But something I do need to clarify, he is a snowboarder, not a skier. So, basically me and Lucas were in a call, and Lucas was saying that Avalanche was a skier in the episode. I said, I don't think he was. I think he's a snowboarder, a veteran snowboarder. The skier was the janitor that you're talking about. But from what I got, I think Lucas thinks that the janitor and Avalanche are both skiers. No, Avalanche is a snowboarder. But yeah, Avalanche basically just tries to eliminate the competition, so he has a better chance in winning the competition, snowboarding competition. So yeah, I guess it's alright. But like, if you're gonna win, do it honorably. Like, no cheating, no foul play involved. Chaos, worst it did was probably break someone's leg. That's all it did. So, moving on. 7th place, we have the Professor Higginson. This is the person behind the Headless Snowman. And unfortunately, the Headless Snowman, the motive, I believe to be kind of stupid, just to reclaim his family's gold, which, yeah, I guess it's kind of stupid, but at the end of the day, it does make sense. But, the chaos it done is why it's actually up this high. And that's because it destroyed a bunch of chimneys, making houses cold for Christmas, just so he can find his gold. And, did he find it? No, instead he got unmasked. So, it kind of works, but kind of didn't. But yeah, that's pretty much all I need to say, really. It's just there, really. It did a lot of chaos, but considering what it did, I would not expect this person to be forgiven for what he did. Even he didn't. But everyone decided to forgive him because it's Christmas. Now, I'm all for the spirit of Christmas, don't get me wrong. But he destroyed your chimneys, made your house cold for Christmas, and you're going to be like, it's fine, it's Christmas. What the actual hell? Honestly, if he did that to me, I would not forgive him. Because, like, I don't know about you, I think I prioritise a warm house over forgiving someone because they try to reclaim their family's gold. Honestly, I don't have a problem with the villain. I have a problem with the bloody townspeople. 6th place, Officer Claphammer. I have absolutely no idea how his name is pronounced. Claphammer. I don't know. It's the guy behind the moving toys, so not really a good villain. His motive was just to reclaim the paintings he stole back in the museum, which had a toy store built on top of it, or a mall built on top of it. So it's just there just to reclaim the paintings that he stole and hid away. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Chaos. The worst the toys he created or controlled did was destroy an elevator, and that's it. Pretty much it. He tried to kill people as well, so I thought just tying them up would be good enough. But full on kill them? Oh dear. No, not good. But he did cause a lot of chaos with toys, so I had to give him the credit for that. And his motive is just to steal back things that he already stole, which really, he was just really patient for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. 5th place, we have Crunchy. Now, motive was to protect the breeding spot for the turtles, which is on this little set of islands. However, the problem is though, I think I can agree with some of the characters that it was the wrong way of doing it. Like, he disguised himself as Moto Shundu to God, why can't I speak today? He disguised himself as Moto Shundu to protect the turtles' breeding habitats to scare people away. In my opinion, that's the wrong way to do it, considering that what he's doing is not only scaring away people, but he's scaring the turtles away as well. But I will say that the baby turtle's kind of cute. Chaos it caused. The worst thing it did was destroy a couple of boats. That's pretty much it. 4th place we have Crawdad Mike. I don't know what the word is, and his bus driver. This was the people behind the Leland brothers, and like I said, they had a smooth operation going along just to get more viewers to their graveyard tour and make more money. Of course, it's about the money at the end of the day, because what else would people do it for? But yeah, they had a very good operation going on. The chaos they caused, they didn't really cause any chaos. They just up this high for a great motive. And I guess the biggest chaos they did was, I don't know, they didn't really have much of a chaos. If anything, probably, but no, they didn't really cause anything that's very chaosful, if that made sense. So yeah, they just up this high for the simple reason how good the operation was, really, and the motive. Which is a bit counterproductive considering what I said about previous people, but I might move them down if I ever do this list again. 3rd place is Heather / Senor Luis Cepera. This is the people behind the Dinosaur Spirit / the Gigantosaurus. These people, they're just okay. What their motive was to scare Melbourne O'Reilly away, and also scare anyone away that stumbles upon the gold that they found. Brilliant. Give me a minute. Of course that's going to happen, because who doesn't want to disrupt the recording, but it's alright. I'm not going to do it again anyway, because I'm at the top 3. 3rd place, as I said, Senor Luis Cepera and Heather, just to scare away Melbourne, and also just to claim the gold that they got. An alright motive. Chaos, however, destroying a bunch of dinosaur skeletons and artifacts, and also probably destroying a mine shaft whilst at it. I'm not entirely sure on that last part, but I nearly said a bad word. That's a lot of chaos there, And the motive, I think, is not justifiable, but is an alright motive, I guess. If anything, the main problem I have with it is the motive not being justifiable. But it's alright at the end of the day. I'm not giving you... just because I'm saying it's not alright, just because I'm saying it's not justifiable, but it's alright, it's not me saying you can do it. I'm not saying find gold and protect it as a dinosaur, because so if I do that, I might get arrested. So don't do that, please. I don't want to get arrested. I got a YouTube channel to run and dogs to take care of. But yeah, it was just alright, and compared to the other two, what they were doing was illegal, but what the next two are doing was even more illegal. Second place is Captain Guzman and Hugo. They were behind the zombie gladiator charade, and their entire their main thing was that they were excavating rare and valuable materials from plots, just so they could build their company on top of it. Which yeah, is understandable. So they're just taking it and moving it somewhere else. So yeah, that's alright. What they did afterwards, though, in order to get rid of it, is illegal. I'm pretty sure excavating these artifacts is also illegal, but how they disposed of it was chucking it in a volcano, which is meant to be dormant. Which, apart from the fact that you're getting rid of priceless artifacts, you're also putting it's Mount Vesuvius, so they're putting Pompeii at risk of being covered in lava again. Happened once before, it could happen again, and because of what they were doing, it could happen. Like, it's just not a good thing, really. It is highly, highly illegal, and just get some middle priceless artifacts to put to risk a volcano in erupting. Obviously, that's not their intentions. They did have a way of cancelling it, but that is a major risk when it came to doing that. And number one, now, oh wait, sorry, a chaos that Captain Guzman and Hugo did, not really much. The worst they did was I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much the worst they did. The worst bit of chaos they did was destroy some of the destroy the priceless artifacts. That's the worst they did. First place is the Hunsakers. Now, I'll go to the heavens beyond and say I absolutely hate these people. Their motive for what they were doing, they were behind the jungle demons, by the way. The motive behind what they were doing was the fact they wanted to poach these safari animals or jungle animals so they can sell them for a profit to rich investors. The chaos that ensued, they didn't really do much chaos, but because I'm very, very much against animal cruelty and poaching, as well as anything to do with animals, and I'm not vegan because I'm not that one person, that one vegan teacher. I'm not that guy. I'm not that person. I'm highly against the cruelty of animals, and poaching these animals, I just straight up think is wrong. And Lucas knows how much I'm actually against what they did and why, and would understand why they're number one. And I'm not sure if he was doing this just to upset me or really trigger me, but after we watched the episode, he said, I think the Hunsakers' motive was justifiable. I was livid. Looking back, I find it funny now because I don't know if he's joking or not, but I was livid at that point. I was full on shouting at the top of my guts of how it's wrong and probably the worst that anyone has been when it came to a motive. Basically, that's why number one, due to how evil their plan was. But with that being said, that's all for this time. If you like what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment, don't forget to subscribe, press that notification bell down in the corner below. I did not expect this video on Culprits to be this long, but anyway, I'll see you next time.